Welcome to Writing My Soul Away, Episode 5, called The Heart Have Eyes, the poem. So we're going over the motivational aspect, of course, that's how we start, and we're going to get into what inspired me to write this poem in the book of called Dreams Are Poetic. It is available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles as well. And we are here live at Princeton Library. And also I have t-shirts for sale. Any size from small children, large, extra large, medium, 3X, 4X, just, follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Stephane Roche, the Complicated Author on YouTube. Please subscribe, like, and press that button. The motivational aspect of The Heart Have Eyes. What motivated me to write the Heart Have Eyes poem is that to express the importance of the heart, right? So the importance of the heart in the spiritual sense and a physical sense. So the heart keeps our motivation going on a daily basis. So like somebody has the heart to keep jogging every day, jogging every morning, pushing every morning, or shooting hoops every morning, or reading every morning. So you're giving the heart on a daily basis. The heart also is, like I was saying, is also giving us a drive to keep going. When things are declining for you in what you're doing, that means the heart is not being utilized properly. So that brings it back on why the heart have eyes. It's the most pivotal part of your body, like I said, on a physical and spiritual aspect and a mental aspect as well. Also, what inspired me to write The Heart Have Eyes is the inspiration comes from the Most High, the Creator, right? And in certain pages of the Bible also, open up our hearts and, this is why we have the heart. Like, we could look at it as it's the heartbeat. It gets the blood flowing, it gets the arteries going, it gets every part of the body going. But on a spiritual sense, when somebody say open your heart, open your heart, they don't physically mean heart, they mean spiritually. Because I love you with all my heart. When you tell somebody you love them with all your heart, meaning that you love them in an emotional, spiritual sense. Just want you guys to get the gist of what I'm saying, right? So the inspiration comes from the Most High, the Creator. It gives us the heart to utilize a long, prosperous life on this universe. The Most High inspired me to write this poem to show the universe the importance of the heart on one's daily living, value, and what it brings on their daily activities or anything into that nature, right? So I'm going to go into certain lines on why the heart is so important. So on Dreams Are Poetic, page 29, I'm going to read some of it. I'm not going to spoil it too much. It says, one must cherish the heart and acknowledge on how it does most of the work, meaning that you have to cherish it because it's the engine of the body. Like a car, without the engine, the car can't move, it can't start, it can't do anything. So if you don't have a heart, you're gone. But on a spiritual sense, if you don't have that good heart, you're spiritually dead. The heart also, like I was saying, needs prosperity, the good health intake in order to function in everlasting life, right? The heart also needs love as spreading into the love around the world. We use our heart to spread that love. The brain and the heart has a great value and a great connection with each other, but we need that heart space to connect to each other in another, dimension. All right, so we're gonna go into the next line. Heart needs honesty, as in not causing any pain to the people next to you. So always just remember, the motivational and the inspirational aspect of the heart is mainly comes from the spirit, the physical sense and the spiritual sense. The psychological aspect and philosophical aspect of the heart have eyes. My favorite part, because I could get deep into the soul, into the mind, into the spirit, in every aspect. I love this part because I feel like it brings another dimension out of me. It's like this part of the show, just want to say, it's like the best challenge of the show, because it's like when I prepare this, I have to really, really dig deep into the psychological and philosophical aspect. Philosophical is the very challenging part because it's the way I see things, and let's get into it. Oh man, I am excited. Let's get into it. The psychological effect of the heart have eyes is that the eyes is being used in the poem as awareness in the mind. Again, I like to repeat stuff. So the psychological effect of the heart have eyes is that the eyes is being used in the poem as awareness in the mind. So the heart and the brain works hand in hand on the psychological aspect. Because psychology is within the mind, it's what's your thought process, right? So in the mind, body, and soul as a symbolic aspect of the heart. So the heart helps with the mental health as well, and it leads to one mindset into the other dimension when being put in a situation. The heart assists the brain with one's enlightenment. So the heart and the brain works hand in hand. Again, not to go into a mechanical standpoint, but what is the next thing next to an engine that needs the car to function? A transmission, right? So the brain plays a role of a transmission into this point. Because the heart is pumping, but your brain dead, so you're just as good as just, you can't do much. You can't say much, you can't speak, you can't function. So a vehicle transmission is shot, it can't function. You need a new transmission. Just like if the brain's not functioning, you need a new brain transplant. So that's the psychological effect of the heart have eyes. It brings awareness. It brings awareness. It brings so much because it works hand in hand with the brain, right? So when they say like psychological effect within the heart or things into that nature, it's not just that. It's just the heart spiritually is making its way up into the brain to get to that psychological effect. So the heart have eyes. So I'm gonna touch base on another line. So let's see. Okay, so this is a good one. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the heart is known for the truth and it will never lie. So the heart keeps us emotionally stable. On the psychological aspect, the heart keeps us emotionally stable and does not let us die spiritually and mentally is what I'm saying. Spiritually and mentally, it does not let us die on a spiritual aspect. The heart also backtrack to the other aspects. I feel like this is a universal aspect. So the heart builds confidence with oneself and increases their motivation to accomplish their goals in life. So that plays within the brain, the psychological aspect, and it plays back into the motivational aspect. All right, I'm not going to spoil it too much because you guys won't go out and buy the book, so I'm not going to spoil it too much. So the philosophical aspect, right? So the philosophical aspect of the heart have eyes also give us a spiritual consciousness on the way we look at the connection between one soul and the Creator. So the philosophical aspect is, my perspective on that is like on how you look at the one soul and the Creator. So the way of life with the Most High connecting with the human being's spiritual aspect. So that's why the heart has eyes. So God gave the heart eyes for us to be aware, but also to grow a spiritual connection with the Most High. This is the Most High's way answering any prayers or requests and any salvation within the heart that have eyes. Again, This is the way of the Most High, way of answering any prayers and request and salvation within the heart having eyes. So again, the Most High, when the world was created, as He created the body, I'm not a biologist or anything, but it's common sense. It's a mathematical fact. Is the world was created as us as humans. Our heart is not just the one that's just pumping. We also have a consciousness level. We also have a spiritual level. We also have a higher power that we have to attest to and answer to. So the philosophical aspect of it, again, is the Most High's way of connecting with one's human soul. Because we're here for a reason, and our goal is to go back home eventually. So we have psychological and philosophical aspect. So the heart have eyes. It's one of my favorite poems in the book. One of my favorites. Not the best, but I took a lot of time and effort writing this poem, and I'm forever grateful that I'm able to break this down, because this is such an amazing topic. Now we are stepping into the conclusion of episode 5, The Heart Have Eyes. I do want to thank everybody for supporting and liking. We're at a lot of views overall. I think episode 3 is like the still highest view episode. So with this one, hopefully we can hit 20,000, 30,000, hopefully 1 million. But praise to the Most High. So I just hope that we can get to that level. But again, Dreams Are Poetic is on sale on Amazon, and my next project coming out is coming out soon, and the title of it is A Monologue with a Crow. I might kind of adjust the title, I'm not sure, but we're looking at a book signing anywhere from February to like March of 2023. And we're gonna have a book signing, and we're also gonna have a book signing part 2 presentation, which is going to be most likely, hopefully, here at Princeton Library, Princeton, New Jersey. And I'm going to see if I can make my ways out of state as well. Only time will tell. But this is Stephane with The Complicated Author. Thank you for everything, and tune in next month. We will be back for episode 6. Thank you.